Hey everybody, this is Emran. I am back with Hitman 3 and we are doing a new map. This is the Dartmoor map. Um, this map kind of plays out like the game of Clue in that there's a murder mystery that you have to try to solve. But it is one of my favorites as well, just because it is going to be a lot of fun. Like I said, we're going to solve a mystery, and I hope to have also provided quite a bit of entertainment, as I'm also going to call this the Trout Challenge. The reason we're going to call it that is I'm going to either pacify or kill people using only a fish. So we're going to call the fish a trout and call this the Trout Challenge. In order to make that happen, we're going to start out at the main road. One of the things that I could do to cut down the time on this video is I could start at Zachary's bedroom. The person that I'm going to pacify with the fish is going to be this private investigator, but we're going to just go ahead and do that so that you can see it as well. Like I said, I can make it a little bit shorter and start as that private investigator, but I'm not going to. We are not going to bring in any smuggled items. We do not need them. We are going to bring in a fish. It's just a non-lethal blunt weapon. But in this instance, I have found a way that I believe I can turn it into a lethal weapon as well. So that is part of my challenge that I'm going to do. I'm going to bring in a lockpick. Any lockpick is fine. I am going to go ahead and use the Mark III just because of how I like how it looks. I'm going to bring in the custom 5mm. As I've mentioned in all of my videos, I love this pistol. It is my favorite one in the game. It is especially useful because it is not detected anytime you have to go through a pat down, get frisked in the game. And I'm actually going to show you that in this video that it is not detected. As we go through, I will go through a pat down area carrying this pistol and it will not get detected. My starting outfit's going to be the Black Dragon. As always, it is my favorite outfit to start out in. However, I'm only going to be wearing it for a short time. If everything goes well, I will be wearing a different disguise for most of this challenge, as it will not be Silent Assassin suit only. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Hope you all are having an amazing day as everything gets loaded in. Hope that you enjoy this video. I think this is going to be a fun challenge to watch. And we're going to go ahead and get started. And we're just going to run on up here. Here is the private investigator that I told you about. He's arriving just before I do. We're going to go ahead and run on over here, hop this wall, so we can get ahead of him. We're going to crouch around over here. Just going to kind of hang out behind these rocks, hide out, stay low. Just kind of hanging out. We're going to wait for him to get through the gate and make his way this way. While he's doing that, I just want to highlight there's the custom 5mm. Again, as you can see on the screen right now, it is not detected during frisk. So I'm not worried about that, but I am going to demonstrate that here momentarily. I'm going to go ahead and equip our fish. Got our trout in hand. I'm just waiting for the private investigator to show up. This part is going to take a minute, but I say unfortunately there's not a way to shorten it. And when he gets right about here, we're going to throw the fish right about there, get his attention. He's going to check that out as he is the detective. And once he gets into those shrubs, just going to choke him out. Although I wish he would have gone into the shrubs a little bit. It looks like we're going to still be okay. Go ahead and drag him into the shrubs so that he doesn't get detected. And go ahead and take his disguise. And then find our fish. Where's the trout? There's the trout. I'm going to pick it up. And we're going to put it away. That's our one pacification that we're going to do. That's the only person we're going to pacify.
Can I take you to Madame Carlyle?
So now we've got a maid here.
If you follow me.
She's going to take us to the mansion. I'll just kind of let you listen into her conversation.
I don't say anything, but I'm so relieved you're here. Everything's just so strange. Preparing for Madame's funeral, and then she turns up alive. But then the awful business with her brother Zachary, and all this security. I've never seen the place guarded like this, and I dare say I don't like it at all. Well, this is what I mean. You have to be patted down before you see Madame Carlyle inside. I could just
Looking
cry.
good today, sir.
So as you can see, you got to get a pat down. There is a little prompt that says get frisked. If you had something in your inventory, like say for example that black almonds dagger that I like to use, you would not be able to get a pat down because you have illegal items in your inventory. I am carrying that custom 5mm still, and I will show you that here in just a moment.
You'll be on your way in a sec.
Yeah, just relax, relax. Get your pat down.
Good. You're clean and good to go.
He says, I'm clean and good to go. We come into the other side, and you can see I am still carrying that custom 5mm. So it made it through the pat down. We are waiting now for our target to show up. There she is. She's going to walk up and have a little conversation with us here momentarily. She's going to hang out. I'll let you listen to that.
On such short notice. A great tragedy has fallen upon us, and I need a quick resolution, handled with absolute discretion.
Results and discretion are my speciality.
Very well. I suppose you will want to start at the crime scene.
In my experience, a thorough examination of a potential crime scene is half the job done.
Good. Fernsby will take over from here.
I am Mr. Fernsby, the butler. Madame Carlyle has asked me to assist you in any way possible. Mr. Whitmer, I understand that you've traveled from London. Would you care for some refreshments? Or do you prefer to go straight to Mr. Zachary's sleeping quarters?
We're going to go ahead and go straight to the quarters so we can begin the investigation.
Started.
As you wish. If you'll follow me, sir.
So we got a little bit of a walk. Just got to stay with the butler. Can't really go ahead of him, unfortunately. And keep in mind, this is the Trout
I
challenge.
feel obliged to point out that current affairs surrounding Madame Carlyle are of a delicate nature. You may be familiar with the recent announcement of her death. You will probably learn that a staged funeral is scheduled to take place tomorrow. Madame's children were not informed until this morning that their mother was in fact not dead at all. So please bear with them if they seem affected by the rather unusual situation. I trust I do not need to remind you that there will be consequences if word gets out that Madame Carlyle is still alive.
I'll consider her dead when I leave.
Before you inspect the crime scene, I will tell you this. The case concerns the death of Mr. Zachary, Madame Carlyle's younger brother. He was found dead in his bed this morning. The door was locked from the inside, and a suicide letter was found in his room. However, Madame Carlyle suspects foul play and will not accept that he took his own life. I've prepared some information for you, so please do come and see me when you've finished your investigation of the crime scene. This is Mr. Zachary's room. To my right.
Alright, we're going to go ahead and get started. There are 6 clues.
I trust you'll get to the bottom of this.
First clue we're going to do is the laptop.
Zachary was shopping for New Wellingtons last night. Not exactly what you would expect from someone suicidal.
And the suicide note is number 2.
Suicide note. Also, a sample of handwriting. It could be relevant to compare to other samples to establish its authenticity.
Got a secret passage is number 3.
Door.
It's a secret passage.
And then this note is number 4.
The door was locked from the inside. A photocopy of the floor plans. Somebody's been researching the secret ins and outs of Thornbridge Manor.
There's number 5.
Camera to scan the dead body of 47.
And number 6.
Throat markings indicate a rare, short-lived plant poison killed him. Spread shows time of death at around 10 o'clock last night.
You do know your poisons, 47. I believe you've done a thorough search of the crime scene, 47. Maybe it's time to see the butler. I'm curious about the information he's prepared for you.
So we've been suggested to go see the butler. We have checked out his room. Have all the clues that we need in order to do that. While we are up here and before we go see the butler, we are going to loop around. And there is the one door I mentioned that I have to lockpick. We're going to run to that. Go ahead and lockpick the door. Inside this room, there is a walking cane. We're going to pick that up. So the cane actually can be used to unlock a hidden door. And that's where we're going to go now. We're going to hit that switch using the cane. We don't need that anymore, so we're just going to go ahead and drop it. There is a letter here that we're going to need, and I'm just going to pick up these coins just because I don't need them for anything, but why not? Alright, now we are going to go ahead and go down. We're going to find the butler just like it was recommended. So, where'd he go? He is right around the corner here.
Mr. Fernsby, I'm done with the crime scene. Zachary died around 10 o'clock last night.
That means the
I
staff will
believe
off
you
duty.
could use the information to
And Madame
convince Madame
Carlyle is
Carlyle
secure.
that Zachary committed suicide.
That leaves Madame's family and myself as the
Oh,
only
sorry for the overlapping conversations.
And before you ask, no, I do not have an alibi. I was alone in my office at the time of death. Here's the material that I prepared for you. It's a list of the possible suspects and their quarters. Hopefully that will help you keep track of your findings. Please come and see me when you've solved the case, and I will take you to Madame Carlyle.
So we've
I'm
already
ready to
got what we
present my
need.
conclusion to Madame Carlyle.
Very well. If you'll follow me, sir.
By picking up that letter, that was what we needed to do the solution we're going to do.
Murder Mystery 47. Motive, means, and opportunity, I believe. May I suggest you ask the suspects for alibis? Or perhaps do you prefer searching the manor for clues first?
So there are three possible solutions to the murder mystery. The first one is that he killed himself, which is the one that I'm going to present. The second one is one of her family members killed Zachary. And the last one is that Fernsby, the butler that I'm following right now, killed her. Or killed him, sorry. So, I will not spoil it and tell you which one is the right solution, but telling you the solution that I am going to present is that he killed himself. So that'll be coming up momentarily.
Hey, how are you?
A little bit of a slow-paced mission, not really a whole lot of action. A lot of good information, though. Like I said, it plays out more like the game of Clue. And Clue is one of my favorite games as a kid, so...
This is Madame Carlyle's office. Please step inside.
To say that it combines Clue and Hitman, I really love this map for that reason. So we're going to come in here. We're going to present the solution that he killed himself, and
So,
I
Mr.
will...
Whitmer, you've reached a conclusion. Take a seat.
I will not say anything while the dialogue
Go ahead.
happens. That way you can listen into the story.
Your brother committed suicide.
I need to see some evidence to believe that, Mr. Whitmer.
Zachary was found dead in a room locked from the inside. He died from a rare poisonous plant he cultivated himself. He believed you were dead, and a suicide note explained that he did not have the courage to go on without you.
That's what I don't buy. I cared for him deeply, but the truth is he hated my guts. My death will not make him commit suicide, I can promise you that.
Perhaps the death of your older brother, Montgomery, then. I have found evidence showing that you and Zachary killed him nearly 50 years ago. I believe that was when Zachary turned recluse. Your brother recently uncovered proof that your past deeds were for nothing. A letter from Montgomery stating that he wanted you, Madame Carlyle, to take over from your father instead of himself, as you were better suited to the job. Everything would have turned out the way you wanted, without anyone dying. What broke Zachary once, now destroyed him.
And you saw this letter?
I did.
How royally I fucked up. Mr. Whitmer, I'm sorry, I just need to gather my thoughts. Right. The payment for your services, have you decided on an amount?
So one of the objectives is I have to find the case file, and I'm actually going to request that she gives it to me. And at that point, she's going to realize that I'm not the private investigator. She's not going to say anything, but she knows I'm actually here to kill her. And that's going to finally be what nudges her to take the actions that she's about to take. So I'm going to go ahead and request that case file.
Arthur Edwards. You have a file on him.
Arthur Edwards. How do you... I see. Well played. For many, many years I feared what I'd see when I finally met death. And now you sit before me, and I feel only peace. You see, I believe life is a fair fight, and I lost spectacularly in every way imaginable. It is time for me to leave the pit. Oh, before I get to that, your reward. The file you want is in the safe. A last wish from a dying woman. Get Edwards and make him suffer. So long. I need some privacy. Thank you.
There's the case file.
Good work, 47. That's the file on Arthur. The Edward secured. Time to take care of Madame Carla.
Now we just gotta time it right. It's all about timing. And she's not gonna fall. She's seriously not gonna fall. Let's wait and see what happens. Oh, is she gonna make it back up? Oh, she did. She didn't make it. It still counts. That still counts. The Trout challenge is completed. I just need to get it to the exit and get out as quickly as I possibly can, because now they know I was the one that caused that to happen. So we're just making our way out. Oh.
Hello, sir.
Down one more flight of stairs. And we're gonna get out as quickly as I possibly can. Knocked out one target, or knocked out one person, killed another using only a Trout. I say now we just got to get to the exit, and that's what we're doing right now. For when I threw that fish at her to kill her, sometimes she falls on her own, as you saw in this video. Sometimes she does not. But the fact that the Trout was the only source of what caused her to be eliminated still completes the Trout challenge. I am happy with this video.
47. They're everywhere. Go, get out! It's the Constantine. Shit.
And just gonna go ahead and finish up and get out. And there's the Trout challenge completed. One person pacified, one person killed using only the fish. We're going to get our recap here in a minute. It's not going to be Silent Assassin suit only. I'll probably get 2, maybe 3 stars. I'm going to say 3 stars to give me my guess. Well, I got 4. Bonus. But there is the Trout challenge completed on Dartmoor. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate all of your comments, views, and support. And I hope you have an absolutely amazing day.